Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome back to Broken Sword 2, The Smoking Mirror. This is the remastered version of the game and we're going to carry on exactly from where we left off at the end of the last episode. We are here in Quaramento City. We are in the mining office here and we've just finished speaking to Conchita. So I think we're going to head back outside wherever we are. We might actually talk to this secretary guy first. See what he has to say.
Good afternoon and welcome to Consolidated Mining. If you are planning to stay in Quaramento City, may I recommend the Consolidated Mining Experience, an interactive hands-on tour of one of our deepest mines, with talking tour guides available in 3 different languages.
A tour of a mine.
Well, this is a mining company. What else did you expect?
So look at the solar eclipse.
Do you know anything about the eclipse that's due soon?
Me? No, senor.
And about Karzak.
Do you know where I could find Senor Karzak?
No, senor.
How come you're not wearing any pants?
I feel more alert without them. Kind of perky.
And your boss doesn't mind?
She suggested it.
Okay, so we're not really going to get anything out of these guys over here. We can just have a quick look, I suppose.
Ever hear of a guy called Karzak?
No, sir.
Did you know
Eclipse.
there's an eclipse of the sun in a few weeks' time?
Yeah, Joe told me about it. He's having a party and we're all invited. Me and the boys are dressing up as evil monks.
Yeah? Cool.
Maybe he's actually one of these guys that we're looking for.
Do you know anything about the eclipse?
Yes, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I heard it's going to be pretty spectacular.
It's in a few weeks' time, isn't it?
9 days.
Thanks. Ever heard of a guy called Karzak?
No.
And then we just have a look at the guy at the end here as well.
Are you looking forward to the eclipse of the sun?
Not especially. Are you?
I don't know. I've never seen one. All I know about eclipses is that you shouldn't try to view them with the naked eye.
Please. Go away and let me get on with my work.
Ever heard of a guy called Karzak?
Can't you see I'm busy? If I don't finish this stock report, the boss will be mad as hell.
Okay, let's head out now. So one thing about this game is some of the animations take a long time to finish, and you can't do anything while they're carrying on. So I think if we head over to the right here now, we may be able to do a couple more things. Now that we know a bit more about what's going on, and speak to Ubier.
Professor Ubier?
Yes? Who are you?
My name is Stobbart. George Stobbart.
Right, there's a lot of different options here. Let's talk first of all about himself.
What are you doing in Caramonte, Professor?
Seeking Mayan artifacts. Central American history has been my life's work.
And then let's talk about Nico.
What do you know about my girlfriend's abduction?
I don't know what you're talking about.
She was invited to your mansion in Paris.
Not by me, she wasn't. I haven't been home for nearly 7 months.
Then Pablo.
Have you ever employed a Central American butler or servant?
I've never employed any kind of servant, monsieur.
And then let's try his wife.
Tell me about your wife, Professor.
Please, I don't want to talk about her.
Maybe you don't, but I do. Why was she known as the Little Dachshund?
It was just
Probably
a
best
silly pet
not
name I used
to
to
ask,
call her.
to be honest.
Somehow some damned reporter found out.
Do you know
the
anything
eclipse.
about this eclipse, Professor?
Do all the innocent stuff first, and
Of
then
course.
talk to him about the Coyote
Not
Stone.
the reason
and
I'm here in Quaramante, but I'm
Karzak.
looking forward to seeing it all the same.
What's
carry
your
on with that.
interest in the eclipse, Professor?
Oh, it's purely a layman's curiosity. History's my subject, not astronomy. But I've been fascinated by the movements of the heavenly bodies since I was a child. I wouldn't miss a total eclipse for the world.
Does the eclipse have some special significance for you?
From me? No. For the ancient Mayans, it marked the end of the Fifth Age.
Perhaps we should be celebrating.
Ah, no. The end of each age heralds destruction on a global scale. The fifth is the final age, ending in the total destruction of the Earth.
Okay, so that's what we're dealing with. We have 9 days to save the planet.
Does the name
Karzak?
Karzak mean anything to you?
Yes, I know him. In fact, if it wasn't for Karzak, I wouldn't be here.
What?
He's financing my expedition.
Do you see this label?
Yes. It refers to a company named Kondo. What of it?
I traced that company here, to Quaramonte. Do you know where I can find the offices of Condor Transglobal?
The company no longer exists. They went bankrupt recently.
I have proof that you are directly involved with Condor.
I used them as shippers to transport artifacts to a gallery in Paris. Beyond that, I have no connection with the company, which, as I said, no longer exists.
Do we believe him? I don't think so. Let's go with... We have his bank statement here. Let's
Take
go
a
with
look at
that.
this, Professor. What have you got to say about that?
Where did you get this?
Never mind that. How do you explain these withdrawals?
I left my financial affairs in the hands of my secretary.
Including the withdrawal of funds in cash from your personal account?
I trust Gwyneth implicitly.
And why Marseille? Why the very place my girlfriend was taken?
That's obvious, Stobbart. We are both the victims of the same devious plot.
What plot?
I have no idea.
Now let's get to one we've been missing. We're deliberately not doing, the Coyote Stone.
Can you tell me anything about this stone?
Where did you get that?
That's my business.
How much do you want for it?
It's not for sale.
Tezcatlipoca?
Can you identify this statue, Professor?
Oh yes. Tezcatlipoca, the Lord of Darkness.
A Central American god, right?
A supreme deity. Tezcatlipoca means, literally, smoking mirror. There.
Dun dun
You
dun,
see
that's
the
the
mirror
name of the
shield
game.
in his left hand? The Mayans believed he could look into the mirror and see into the hearts of men. He was the wind which came howling in the night in search of victims. And victims they gave him by the thousand.
Human sacrifices?
Men, women, children, animals, anything that bled. The steps of his temple ran red with the blood of sacrifices. The Mayans have a legend that says he'll return one day. I hope I'm not around to see it.
I'm in finally dog biscuits.
Would you like a biscuit?
No, thank you.
You should, they're good. I can't get enough of these things.
Right, so we've spoken to Professor Ubi over. I think we cleared the air a bit, made sure that he's on side. We know he's very, very dodgy, but probably actually being messed up by Karzak in this whole thing as well. I believe he's kind of half innocent, half guilty, or at least being led along into a plot that he doesn't really want to be in.
Do you think the general was involved with Condor?
Hell no. And if he's a general, I'm a Buddhist. No, that fella's just a mouthpiece for the real power in Quaramonte.
So the general is nothing but a puppet?
He's like Pinocchio before he met the Blue Rinse Fairy. Strictly strings and wood.
Who's pulling the strings?
His mother. Better known as La Presidenta, the dictator.
Okay, so we know about the guy's mother now. Who's the real power behind Tropico. And talk to Pearl again.
Have you met the guy who calls himself the general?
No, I haven't. Is he a real general?
I guess so. He wears a lot of medals on his chest. The wrong side of his chest. At least for any army I'd ever seen. I hear you drove all the way to Quaramonte. In a truck.
That's right. You would not believe the state of some of those roads. It makes me downright sad to think there's still some places you can't reach in an automobile. In this day and age, you'd think there'd be decent highways just about anywhere folk choose to go.
Did you know that the truck was full of explosives?
Whatever gave you that idea, as if I couldn't guess?
Your husband. He was exaggerating, wasn't he?
Sometimes I wonder how I'm gonna cope with Dwayne's over-fertile imagination.
Catch you later, Pearl.
Okay, so we head into the police station. I think I did miss one thing out before. There's a chart on the wall that I remember we have to actually try and get a look at. So if I pull this chart down, we'll be told that we can't have a look at the chart while they're there.
Senor, leave the chart alone.
I wasn't
And then-
going to try investigating the passage while the general was sat there.
Yeah, because a lot of this stuff works on triggers, and you can't trigger certain dialogue things until you've actually tried it once
There was
and
nothing
failed.
else I wanted to...
So we can't actually talk to Nico. Can we
I
talk to
wasn't going
Ronaldo
to try
about anything?
I wasn't going to... I had nothing else I wanted to add.
No. Can we talk to the general about anything else?
Do you have a map of Quaramonte?
A map? I'm sorry, senor, but I don't.
What about the one on the wall?
Ah, that is an archaeological survey map, senor. Not suitable for tourists.
I'll be back. There was nothing else.
Okay, so now if we head outside. Can we talk to Pearl now?
I had no more...
And can we talk to Nico about anything now? There we go.
Did you notice that chart on the police station wall?
Yes, it looked like a map to me, but I couldn't make out the details.
Whatever it was, the general didn't want us to see it. There was nothing else.
Who to talk to next? Let's head over see if Ubier is still there. We might be able to ask him. Oh, Ubier's gone now, so we can actually talk to Dwayne. Here we go.
Did you find any evidence of Condor's drug smuggling operations?
Drugs? Hell no! Condor was a cover for the illegal export of Mayan artifacts.
So who was behind Condor Transglobal?
It was registered in the name of Edan.
Did you get the guy?
I don't think he ever existed. Edan backwards spells Nady, Spanish for nobody.
Is
And
Miguel the reason you're here?
Pretty smart, George. I was supposed to make contact with him. By the time I found him, though, he was in jail. I've been trying to figure out a way to get him out since then.
Sounds good to me. Count me in.
Good man, George. All I need is a detonator.
How come you brought a truckload of explosives but no detonator?
Call me old-fashioned, but I say packing trunks is woman's work. I left the packing to Pearl, and I can't find a darn thing. Just hope she remembered to bring my denture polish. I'd sure hate to arrive back in the States with tar on my teeth.
let's speak to Pearl, see if she has a detonator. See if she actually packed it.
Do you know where I could buy a detonator?
Did Dwayne put you up to this by any chance? Oh, I get it. This is to detonate the truckload of explosives, right?
Hey, come on, I was kidding. Did you think I was serious?
I know what you boys are like when you get together and make plans. Dwayne says he could solve all the world's problems if he had enough missiles.
Catch you later, Pearl.
So we know that the mining company does blast mining, so we can head back up into here. And apparently Nico isn't coming with us this time. So we can speak to Conchita again.
Do you have any kind of detonating device in stock?
Sure. They're kept in that cupboard.
I don't suppose you have one spare?
I can't simply give you a device like that, no without a damn good reason.
The General has a chart in his office, which he was discussing with Ubier.
Perhaps that chart will tell us where they're heading.
Maybe, but I can't get anywhere near it while the General and his sidekick are there. I had nothing else.
See if we can just open the cupboard.
Hey! Stay out of that cupboard.
Right. Let's head back outside. Try and talk to Nico.
Could you distract the General while I took a look at that chart?
You're kidding. Did you see the way he was leering at me?
Yeah, you'd make a great snake charmer. Come on, 5 minutes is all I need.
Well, maybe. But it's your harebrained scheme. You do the talking.
Okay, let's speak to the General.
My girlfriend has a favor she wants to ask you, General.
For you, my dear. Anything.
I've changed my mind.
Oh, no, you haven't. She's embarrassed about asking you for an interview, General.
An interview with me? Fabuloso!
Well, I want to write a story about you.
You hear that, Ronaldo? An exclusive glossy spread about your beloved general.
Si, Signor General.
Look after things here. I'm going back to my apartment and I don't want to be disturbed.
I'll get you for this, George Stobbart.
Don't worry. If you're gone for more than a couple of hours, I'll come and get you.
A couple of hours?
So we're sending our girlfriend off with the creepiest guy other than Andre Lobino. Right, so we have the papers here. We can have a look at
A couple
these.
of special offer letters were strewn across the desk. I had no need for junk mail.
We have the safe
A
here,
safe? The safe was on...
and now we have the chart.
No, 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 Signor. The General said nobody must see that chart.
He won't know unless you tell him.
You don't know him, Signor. He will worm it out of me as easily as he de-waxes his ear.
Okay. I'd have to get rid of him.
Okay, so we need to get Ronaldo out of here. Let's speak to him about the pyramids.
Would you take my friend to the ruins now the General's gone?
I'd be honored, Signor.
Thanks. I'll go get her.
And now we can speak to Pearl outside.
I've made the arrangements for your visit to the temple, Pearl.
Oh, that's just great, George. Why don't you come too, honey?
I'd love to, but right now I have to save the world.
Listen, sweetie. I'm looking for an official guide to take me to the old pyramid.
For a lovely lady, I would go to the ends of the earth. For you, I will go as far as the pyramid and back. But what about your husband?
What he doesn't know won't hurt him. Let's go, Beanpole.
Nice, that gets Ronaldo out the office as well.
As
Now we have
Paul and
2 new
Ronaldo
places we
set
can
out for
look.
the ruined pyramid, I prepared to search the police station. I had no need for...
We have a monitor.
It was a computer monitor with some kind of outdated game displayed on it. I didn't have time to get sidetracked by playing computer games.
A television. Just have a look at everything else before we have a look at the stuff we're
I
supposed to be
decided
looking
to
at.
leave the television switched on.
Right, let's get the chart first of all. There's also a filing cabinet here we can look at.
It looked like a geological survey map showing the land to the southeast of Quaramonte City. About 60 miles inland and upstream was an area marked Teoculcan.
So we know that's the blast site.
The
have a
filing
look at the
cabinet
filing
was
cabinet.
probably locked.
And then we can go back into here. So here is Miguel, and there's a noose here as well we can have a look at.
I'm George Stobbart. You're Miguel the musician, aren't you?
Ex-musician, senor. My career is finished.
Going to jail could be the boost your career needed.
Senor, I would rather die than live with this shame.
Have you heard of a guy called Karzak?
Yes. The old man spoke of him.
The foreigner? Professor Ubier?
That's right. This man Karzak is Ubier's boss.
Why is that noose hanging from the bars?
Ronaldo strung it up for me to hang myself. Don't cry for me, Senor Stobbart. When I am dead, the goddess will take my soul to rest in paradise.
There was nothing I wanted to talk about right then. I couldn't reach the noose. I couldn't reach...
Can't do anything with the rat. Maybe we have to... no, there's not really much we can do, is there?
It was a length of rope, knotted in a hangman's noose.
Well, let's head back out. And let's head out of here. We can go up to the mining office now and try and get a detonator from Conchita. And then we can go over and speak to Dwayne. Try and get Miguel out of prison.
I got a good look at that chart in the police station. It's a map of Quaramonte.
Does it tell us where Ubier is heading?
Yeah, a place called Teoculcan.
That's the site of the mine. I wonder why they're being so secretive about Ubier's plans. One thing's for sure. If the general's involved, they're up to no good. I'd like to talk to that musician Miguel. Take the detonator and get him out of that jail.
So go to the cupboard. And there's the detonator bell. Now we head back out. We'll head over to the side and speak to Dwayne. Here we go. Here's the detonator.
Here is the detonator, Dwayne.
Keep your voice down, George. You want everyone to know. You'd best go and warn Miguel that the U.S. cavalry's on the way.
Okay.
Let's head back inside, speak to Miguel. Let's head back here. Speak to Miguel.
Hey, Miguel.
What is it? What is happening?
We're getting out of here.
Who's we? They've sent the Delta Force?
Nope.
The Impossible Missions Force?
Don't make me sick. Much better.
Who then?
A retired greetings card salesman from Ohio.
I'm doomed.
You're not the only one.
I should have known you'd be trouble the moment I saw you.
Look, I can explain everything.
Get in that cell, now.
And what if I refuse?
He'll shoot you.
Okay, here I am, going quietly into the cell.
Oh great,
Very
we've been put in
wise,
prison.
Not Americano scum.
One of the reasons I hate guns so much is the way they make people so damned impolite.
I hope you're enjoying your vacation, Senor Stobbart.
Go polish your weapon, Ronaldo.
Okay, so we've got to break out of
This was
prison now.
part of your plan, right?
Well, in a manner of speaking, no. I was all out of ideas. It was up to Nico now.
So, here we are.
You've changed.
I thought I would slip into something more comfortable.
The stench of cheap cologne rolled over me like tear gas.
So, what do you want to know about me? Ask and I will answer. I will deny you nothing. I am a very giving person.
How nice for your friends.
Your eyes are glittering like stars.
His damn cologne was making my eyes water. I was running out of sofa.
As spirited as you are beautiful, I admire that.
As long as he admired it from afar.
Okay, so we are now Nico, and we can have a look around the room, we can do stuff. The first time I did this part of a game, it took me ages to work out what to do. There's pretty much nothing you can do at the very start. You can't leave, you can't really talk to them about anything. And what the trick is with this scene is you have to actually look at everything.
A lava lamp. Hip in a retro way. I had no doubt the general thought it was hip, full stop.
So let's go over and have a look at
I
everything.
didn't want the lava lamp.
So we have a look at the tiger skin.
Lay on the floor.
We have a look at the
It was a
portrait.
portrait of some thug in a uniform.
We have a look at the swordfish.
A stuffed swordfish.
Have a look at the television.
Cutting-edge technology. In 1978, at any rate.
Is there anything else? We can
It
have a
was
look at
General
him.
Graciento in full-on lounge lizard mode.
And that may be roughly it. Seems like, and now we can actually talk to him. So now we've actually gathered enough intel about what he's doing, so you can see all of these options now are actually there. So we talk about the lava
Is
lamp
that
first.
a lava lamp?
Sure, it's more impressive in the dark. I'll close the blinds.
No, don't do that. Not on such a beautiful day.
Just ignore what's on TV.
That tiger skin. You didn't kill it yourself, did you?
Alas, no. I had to import a synthetic one from the United States. It is very comfortable to lie on naked.
Unfortunately, I'm allergic to man-made fibers.
Now we have a look at the TV.
I, love your TV.
Oh, yeah. Cool, no?
A swordfish.
Big fish. Catch it yourself?
Catch it. Fishing poles are for children.
Then how did... Are those bullet holes?
2 magazines on full automatic. It put up quite a fight.
Mom!
What is going on here?
Nothing, Mom. I was...
I'm in uniform. And when I'm in uniform, it's...
Madame la Présidente. Sorry, Madame la Présidente.
Now, what is going on here?
Nothing, Madame la Présidente. I was just showing my friend Nico some of the cool stuff I've got.
Hi.
Good afternoon, señorita. And just what are your intentions toward my son?
Intentions? We were just talking.
How nice. She has good bone structure, Raoul. Has she any brains?
She's a reporter.
Is she? And what sort of questions has she been asking?
I'm a freelance photojournalist. I do lifestyle features.
For what sort of magazines?
It looked safest to play dumb, with good bone structure. Haya, lifestyle of the super rich and vainglorious, Envy magazine,
Excellent! Raoul, you've chosen well for a change.
It was pretty obvious who pulled the strings around here. I hope George was making good use of the time I was buying him.
And then it goes...
And so now we go back to George.
And when you were in this band of yours, you used to play that song for 2 hours?
Yeah, we were really famous at our college. Still, ours wasn't as good as the original version.
I have never heard that song before, yet I have no doubt that this must be true.
Hey! Psst! Hey, George!
Dwayne Henderson. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. Get to the American consul and tell him I've been imprisoned without charge.
Get real, George. He was the previous occupant of that cell you're in. We're gonna have to use good old American know-how to get you out of there.
Uh-oh.
That, and this truck full of explosives I've got here.
Dwayne, listen to me. You'll kill all of us.
You're such a naysayer, George. It'll go like clockwork. Negative to negative, it's positive to you gotta get the bare copper wire here. Let me just, damn. Alright, I'll just hook that up. There we go. Okay, just a minute. I've got to get to a safe distance.
Quick, Miguel, hit the mattress.
You have strange customs up north.
Here we go!
Too late.
Are we dead yet?
Horse shit.
What happened to the explosives?
There ain't no explosives. My dumbass supplier must have given me organic fertilizer instead of chemical. All I got here is 400 pounds of lightly fried horse apples.
That's a lovely image, Dwayne. Never mind, I'll think of something.
Okay, so this is where this
It
noose
was a
comes
length
in.
of rope, knotted in a hangman's noose. I couldn't reach the noose.
So now we talk to Miguel about
Listen to me,
noose.
Miguel. You give me that rope, and I'll get us out of here. Is there somewhere you can hide from the General?
Of course. My friends have a boat ready to take me upriver. But how are you going to break out of here with just a short piece of rope?
I'm not sure, but I'll think of something.
If your plan doesn't work, will you let me hang myself in peace?
So now
I couldn't escape that way. Solid bars protected the small window. I wasn't getting out that way.
use the noose for the cell window.
I
now we
had
talk to
nothing else
Dwayne.
to ask him.
We pick up the noose. And we use the noose with
Hey,
Dwayne.
Dwayne, I want you to tie this rope to your truck and then drive forward. I'd had no idea whether this was really going to work, but I'd seen it in a black and white western. Of course, Hopalong was using a horse and Dwayne had a 4-ton truck, but hey, the principle's sound.
Anything you say, George!
Please forgive my mother. She can be a little difficult.
Oh, my feet. Raoul, propose, you idiot.
Don't mind her. She just wants grandchildren.
Don't think I can't hear you, Raoul. I want the worthy successor, and you're not it. Propose now, or I'll do it for you.
Look, Nico, we haven't known each other very long, but...
What the hell was that?
I didn't know what was going on, but George had to be involved in it somewhere.
I ain't gonna say a thing, 'cause that sweet sound of falling masonry says it all.
Quick, senor, the river.
Huh? Wait, what about Nico?
George, what have you done? You only had to sneak a look at a chart, and it's turned into World War III.
No time to explain. Come on.
Don't move, terrorist scum. You talking to me, Junior? Yes, I'm talking to you, fat man. And my name's not Junior. A word to the wise, Junior. You carry on waving that pea shooter in my face, and the next person who sees it is gonna be your proctologist. Savvy? General, I am happy to report that I have apprehended the terrorists.
You idiot, not them. The other American and the French woman. They're the ones.
When I recovered consciousness, I was alone, washed up on the riverbank. My head was aching fiercely, and my mouth tasted like a swamp. But I followed the sound and discovered a treehouse in a nearby clearing.
And that is the perfect place to leave this episode here. So thank you very much for joining me today. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like, comment and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and I will. See you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.